what's going on, guys? SuperKamiKevin here, and I have brought my favorite nerdy collective here. The Prayer Warriors are in chat. We've got Brent say something to the people,
What's up, everybody? Hops and biscuits. How y'all doing?
and then I have my twin brother Kai over here.
Hey guys, Cam Doom here. I'm a regular face.
All right, and we are reacting to the PlayStation State of Play. So earlier today at 5 p.m., PlayStation showed us for about an hour of a bunch of different first-party and third-party studio games. And let's just start from the very top. Guys, what did you feel? How did you guys feel about this? Kyle, let's start with you.
I think overall it was a really good showcase. Not as impactful as the one from I believe a month or two ago, but still a really good showcase. Very good. I think the future of PlayStation is in very good hands right now.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Kai. I enjoyed this state of play a lot. I had a really good time watching it. It wasn't perfect. I wouldn't say it's their best ever. I wouldn't even go as far to say I don't know if it was worth having people go out to Alamo restaurants for it.
Really?
But it was still really good. Yeah, we can talk more about that, but I still enjoyed it. I think if I were to rate it, like an 8.5 out of 10. So still really good.
Now I'm in agreement with y'all on there, but I have to say this honestly was one of the better state of plays we've had in a long time. I think PlayStation did not come to play. The big key things I do want to say, they came with games and they came with release dates, which is a lot of other studios and a lot of these other big game festivals where they show off a bunch of trailers are not doing. You're seeing something like brand new game coming out to be announced. No, this is coming in October. No, this is coming in September. And it's a
Mhm.
guaranteed PlayStation exclusive. This was what we wanted from Sony. And like you, I'm in the ballpark. I'm giving it like a 9. Like it's not perfect. Was it every single game that I wanted? No. Do I genuinely think that they gave us a bunch of really good games and a bunch of good games that are coming soon? That's what I wanted from PlayStation.
Fall's really going to be the season for gaming this year. It really looks like.
September, like September 15th, Wolverine, and then the 25th dates. The shows kept saying 25th, September 25th
Mm-hmm.
for release dates, and 24th. So that week's going to be crazy.
All I know is September, October, November, from Wolverine to ending off of GTA 6, we are going to be playing and spending so much money on games that it's ridiculous. But let's just dive into the
Mm-hmm.
whole showcase from the start. So we got a whole bunch of gameplay for Marvel Wolverine that is coming September 15th, and pre-orders start today. We saw a lot of combat. Very bloody, very gory. We got to see clips of Jean Grey. We got to see Mystique in the video. We also got to see Sabretooth in there. Wow, I gotta say, this was really impressive. Something that, like, we all knew what we were going to get with Wolverine, and unfortunately, they did get leaked, so we did see certain things that were talked about get revealed here. But overall, really good gameplay. Really, I also love the fact that it's super violent and bloody. We have not had a superhero game get violent like probably since like X-Men Origins Wolverine, that game around that time from like 08, 09, or maybe the Deadpool game. So giving us back that classic violent video games coming from Insomniac, so you know the gameplay is going to be crazy. Wow, what a
Mm-hmm.
start. I'm gonna let either Brent, Kai, who wants to take it first?
And, wow, yeah, I'm right with you, Kevin. I was amazed by that. Like, I'm going to start off with the violence. Like you said, we knew that's what we were going to get, but they still kind of exceeded my expectations because there were more than two or three times where I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
oh!" Like the way he
honestly.
ripped someone apart, and the blood would just fly, and oh my gosh, body limbs and everything going everywhere, guts
This
spilling
is
out. It
not
was
Spider-Man.
crazy.
This is definitely not
There is,
Spider-Man.
and they are
Yeah.
not holding back. Right.
Mm.
So, I'm even excited about the story, how he's going to be looking for other mutants who went missing and things of that nature. So, they kind of already got me there. The graphics looked amazing. I can already think about the combos and the finishing moves and things I can do. Oh, I'm just more excited than ever after seeing that preview or that trailer. And that's what it's meant to do. So
Yeah.
it's a very strong start in my opinion.
Mm.
I think it's been nice to see, like you were saying earlier, a Wolverine game that's not like kid focused or a superhero game in general. Especially coming from the heels of Spider-Man, where like I kind of wish they kind of went a little edgier with Spider-Man at times. This feels like a great, like necessary needed game to play for right now. I cannot wait. I've been reading so much and watching so much X-Men content as of late. So getting a Wolverine game right now is gonna be sick as hell. And shout out to the devs. I'm so sorry that that game leaked, but like, it looks like your heartbreak finally paid off. This game looks awesome.
Yeah. One thing I also want to bring up, the NPCs look interesting. One thing I really like, I was telling Kai when we were watching it, they look like, in a good way, Warzone skins. Like, I like the concept of they're kind of cyberpunk. They've got prosthetic limbs, they got face paint. Like, they are much more than generic Russian mobster with a ski mask on, or a generic guy from Brooklyn with a shotgun and a tank top on. Like, you know what I mean? The character design
Yeah.
stood out. My only complaint, and this is a small, like very minuscule complaint, Steve Bloom isn't voicing Wolverine, and he's voicing him in Marvel Rivals. We got Yuri Lowenthal as Spider-Man, and he's Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals. I was kind of hoping we would get kind of some type of synergy. The voice isn't bad. It doesn't really sound like Wolverine. I kind of wanted more of a bub, more of a gravelly, like, you know what I mean, like the cartoon, more of a campy voice.
Rough
But it,
sound and voice.
yeah, but if it's not what they're going for, I'm totally fine. After that, we then had the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls trailer. We got off a new team, the Knights of Doom, which is Doctor Doom, Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage. Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage were all showing off for the first time today, and they looked sick as hell. I played in the beta for Marvel Tokon, and I had a blast playing with that. And we were kind of talking about this game needed villains, and so giving us a full team, which is kind of cool. We got we got one Fantastic Four villain, another X-Men villain, and two Spider-Man villains. So I kind of wondering how that will shape out the rest of the roster, because what's his name, Ghost Rider is going to be leading the next team. But great team overall. I'm glad they're going with different picks. They could have just went with the same Venom again, or another like type of thing again. So I'm glad they're kind of doing something different. Carnage looks sick. Green Goblin looks sick. I'm definitely going to at least try those two at some point. And Kai, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I'm very glad that it was Carnage. Like, we've been getting a lot of Venom love the last few years, a little too much love the last couple of years. So it's kind of different to get a whole new character. I'm glad to see Carnage in there. Carnage is one of my favorite skins to use in Fortnite. I love Carnage as a dope ass character, and what a great lineup to choose for like the villains team. We got them probably the most iconic Marvel villains, and an easy way to just throw them up on the in one big team as well. So I think that everybody looks good. I love the Green Goblin's design the most. He's a character I always wanted for Marvel versus Capcom, but I'm glad we got him now.
Mm-hmm. And Britt?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, we were in a party a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and Kevin was asking who do we want to see in the roster for
Yeah.
Tocom, and I said Green Goblin. So when he came up on the screen today, I was pumped. And like I said, yeah, great design for him. I liked his voice acting. He
Yeah.
looked really fun. The moves he was doing, and not just him, but of course Magneto's a beloved character for me. And yeah, seeing all the new additions they have, I'm really excited. This game, I'm just getting more and more excited as we get closer to August, the release date. The
Mm-hmm.
colors, the combos, the fighting, and then the roster that they're building looks really fun. So I like this. This was a fun little update for this game.
And they're a little iffy on 2XKO, and they're also a little iffy on the Invincible fighting game. This is kind of Marvel Tokon. You come out, your game plays good, it looks great. This is your lane to sweep right now, because all the other games are still kind of trying to get their legs together. This could be your moment to kind of outshine and pick up that third tag fighter that we're all missing right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then we are going off to Rayman Legends. Retold is announced a remake of Rayman Legends that's coming October 1st. So for the people who are happy for that, I'm not the biggest Rayman fan, but you know what? They had a bunch of Mario plus Rabbids games over and over for them with Nintendo. So give Rayman some love at the very least. All right. So
Yeah, I mean,
This
I
is nothing for me, man. But for those who are happy, I'm very happy for you.
yeah, I mean, I bought Sackboy, I bought Astro, so you know, I'm into these 3D platformers. I got my eye on this one. I did like the graphics too. I like the
yeah,
art style.
it did look great, and that was saying like, hey,
Yeah,
if you're going to do something, you might as well bring it back and make it look good. So
that's
you
right.
can't even complain
Mm-hmm.
about that. After that, we got a new trailer for Dave the Diver, but it actually looks like it's going to be a prequel called Boncho the Chef. That looked cool. Black centric main character doing this. I didn't really ever play Dave the Diver. This makes me want to play it. Representation is super important for us. His art style and that aesthetic of it looks really cool, and that tone of the black master chef going to Japan to hone his skills. Yeah, that kind of makes me interested in picking that one up.
I got so excited when I saw this one. The music, the art style, like you
Mhm.
said, Kevin, the character, how he looks, his design is dope.
His expressions.
Representation, as you said, yes. And then not just that, but like dicing up the vegetables, the little gameplay look cool.
Yeah.
I never played Dave the Diver either, I must say, but I still do support my 2 to 3 or more indies every year. So I miss what year this one was coming out, the release date for it, but I got my eye on it. I'm really interested in this one. It looked really dope.
All right. And then we got to see Ikumi Nakamura from the Ghostwire Tokyo fame with her new game Kimori. Basically a game where you play as a yokai or a essentially a spirit guardian. Essentially you get some type of abilities and you fight yokai in that world, and it's a
Mhm.
multiplayer game. You get to form contracts, and in the I don't want to say this. Overall, that looked great. I'm not saying it's going to be like a day one buy, but that game has me interested. The colors look great. The world looks great. To me, it
Mhm.
looks like someone adapting like modern like shonen anime and putting it into a game that doesn't have that like Genshin Impact aesthetic, like that kind of cutesy anime type of aesthetic. This is the first time we're getting something that, in my opinion, kind of looks like a Jujutsu Kaisen or a Chainsaw Man type of world. Like the destroyed villages, the big temple gates, and the shrines all around the area. To me, that looks cool. You're fighting like Tengus in like a urban aesthetic. I think that was something that makes me think like, okay, I'm going to try this out at least. I'm at least going to pay into this. What do you guys think? Sorry,
I
Kyle.
definitely agree. I was happy to see Ikumi Nakamura because obviously she was a big meme a couple years ago. So also what they did with Ghost Tower Tokyo was really cool to see as well. So I'd be happy to see what they're doing next. My biggest takeaway from all of that was that this game looks dope. It's going to be multiplayer as well. We're a trio, so any game that has
Mm-hmm.
trio as an option, we're probably going to be there. And with that aesthetic they had for it, if they were to show off like some like a nice character customizer or something along with it, that would just sweeten the deal for me. This looks like a day one purchase for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kai, I think I'm with you in the day one purchase actually. Because oh my
Yep.
gosh, I'm
No,
sorry, I
no,
had a
don't
phone
worry. I
call
can
come
fix
in.
it. All this I can fix in
Okay,
post.
okay, good, thank goodness. I had a phone call come in, but so I loved Ghostwire Tokyo. I was a massive fan of that game, and so seeing what she's doing next, so what that team is doing next, makes me really excited. And the art style was beautiful.
Yes.
Mhm.
Um, and the combat looked really fun, really creative and different. They were pulling out a lot of cool moves, a lot of like colorful projectiles and that type of stuff. Really excites me especially when the colors are flying and everything. So I'm excited. I got my eye on this one for sure as a
And
potential day one purchase.
yeah. And one thing I did say to Kai though, the biggest difference between this and a lot of those other like kind of multiplayer live service games, this had personality. This was chock full of personality. Again, this is like modern shonen anime. There's some good manga I can recommend for this one day. I may
Mhm.
make a video to be like, hey, if you're interested in that, check that out. But overall, really cool. So after that, one of my personal highlights, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis receives a new story trailer. That is coming February 12th, 2027. And as a hardcore Tomb Raider fan, this is what I wanted. I love the past few games, and this one of the things that our biggest criticism as big Tomb Raider fans was felt like, when does Laura get to grow up? Where it felt like she was always in like this kind of immature, naive, like still learning the ropes on your third game, and it kind of,
Mhm.
to me, I was waiting for the badass Laura Croft with the two guns, and we are now getting that. So Brent, I'm gonna go with you. What did you think?
Oh man, I gotta say a little bit of history real quick. Kevin brought me back into Tomb Raider heavily. Me as a child, playing the originals, of course, and getting lost in the temples and the dungeons and not being able to ever beat that game. But then, Kevin told me about them like years ago when they started that trilogy that they did, and I played all three of them and had a blast. I mean, of course, the third was a little controversial, but I still liked it. So seeing this, first off, I gotta say the first thing I saw, Laura looks good, y'all. She
Yeah.
looks the bomb. Great design for her. Of course, they're picking up right where the last ones left off with incredible graphics. The temples and the dungeons that she's in, all the detail. She's solving puzzles again, which of course you want in this type of game. Wow, I'm really excited. The story looks like it's going to be interesting as well. This one is looking like another day one purchase for me. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Tomb Raider guy myself. However, I'm not gonna look at a good game and say no. That game looks fire. I really can't wait to see what they drop with it. Happy to see Laura back in her true form. Two guns like on Tomb Raider finally is a bar that makes sense again in the year 2026. So you know what? Hey, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
And also 2027 dates,
Yep.
names and dates.
Names and dates, and that's been the story of this PlayStation showcase, which is why I'm happy. And one last thing to piggyback off what you said, Brent, exactly though. They found a good line between like maturing her without making it too distasteful, where she feels like the old school Laura Croft or the one from the Angelina Jolie movie. She's a strong, confident woman without having to go overboard. You know what I mean? And I think I really appreciate that. Not saying the old one was bad, but this is how Laura Croft should be. I think she should always come across with that same personality. The look was fine. Like overall, I think that's how Laura needs to stay, personally.
Yes.
All right. After that, we got a new game from Annapurna called The Lost Wilds. It kind of looks like a Alien Isolation or a Dino Crisis. That's coming 2027. I'm sold. It looks sick. I love dinosaurs, so running in terror from who knows what looks really cool. Anything y'all want to say?
Capcom, use this as your chance to remember Dino Crisis. There are some fans that have been begging for 20 years. She always makes it to the top of your character polls. You see other games starting to lean into it. Hey, Capcom, if let me be the bridge. consider.
This one was a surprise for me. I love survival horror. It's probably my favorite genre, to be real. And so seeing this, it looks like you're going to be a young lady. She looks like she's just running around with a lighter, and she could throw things at the dinosaurs at one point. So it really looks like survival horror. The graphics once again looked incredible. The dinosaur designs look really scary and really cool. I love Annapurna. Like they're the type of games that they make. From their indies. Even though this one looks like it might be a triple A, double A type of thing. With the graphics, but their indies that they make, the stories that they tell, they're always not just normal stories. They're always kind of crazy, weird stuff. So I'm really excited about this one. This one has my eye.
Yeah, overall, big things to come with this one. Again, really cool looking. Next we got Phantom Blade Zero. They had another new teaser showing off more gameplay. Looks really cool. We will be getting a deep dive in another state of play late summer, they said, Nick. So probably around like August. So hey, looks cool. Just ready to see more of the game at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to raise my hand on this one. I didn't like the showing of that.
Yeah.
Like when they do we're going to show you more later and come back again, we're going to show you more. It just kind of felt like, I don't know, what was the point? And I really, they did do a release date at least for that one, right?
Nope, it just says deep dive. Like I said,
No.
maybe it said 2026,
you're right.
maybe. But the deep dive will be coming later.
Yeah, it didn't. So I was kind of like, okay, what was that for? But it's just a small nitpick. The game looks good though. The game looks good.
Dune Awakening is coming with a new single player mode with the PS5 version coming this September 22nd. Looks fine. I'm not the biggest fan of Dune, so it's not like something that's going to be a day one for me. But games like Conan Exiles are kind of fun, so this could be cool. The world looks cool in the building. I'll say this to you, Britt. Did this kind of look like Starfield a bit to you? Because I kind of got like Starfield vibes from it.
Wow, that's funny you say that. I can definitely see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, I think the only difference really being is just the Starfield being first person, even though they have third person in the game now. Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, this game didn't really interest me. I'm not a Dune guy, so you know.
That's fair.
Show me Zendaya. That's all thing I want to say.
No, I feel you with that. So after that, Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition receiving a new trailer. They are remastering the Dynasty Warriors 3 from the OG from like 2001, I believe. That's coming
Yeah.
October 1st. That looks awesome. I love Warriors games. I'm a big fan of Warriors games, and seeing some of my favorite classic characters again like that in really high fidelity. And as a bonus, we're getting the main character from the last Dynasty Warriors game. So I'm interested. I'm definitely copying. Easy sell for me.
As like the biggest Warriors fan here, man, I'm beyond hyped for this. Dynasty Warriors 3 is when it separates from being a fighting game into being its own game now. And I'm very, very excited to see this remake. Especially because I got to see Gan Ning. Gan Ning is one of my favorite characters to play in Dynasty Warriors. It's cool seeing him with the throwback attire, with the tattoos, and the big Chinese sword he has. Really, really excited to play this game again. Like, it's gonna take me back to my childhood. Really cannot wait for this one.
This did look cool to me. This looked better than the one that they released. What was it, earlier this year or was it last year?
Last
Oh
year.
yeah,
The
2 years
Dynasty
ago.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
one's more
mean, I
like a
like.
Souls like. This is back to 1 versus 100, like Persona 5 Strikers.
Okay, yeah, and I like the fire attacks they were doing. The graphics look cool. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is really my type of game, even though I did love Persona Strikers. But hey, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So if you play Persona Strikers, if you like the Legend of Zelda Warriors game, if you like the Fire Emblem Warriors game, maybe play the OG. This is something that a lot of people have not played anymore. This genre is kind of dead. So I would be really excited to kind of bring this back and let to see like maybe it's going to start bringing this genre back again. Something like that could be really cool to see. Then got No Rest for the Wicked. That is coming to PS5 with the 1.0 release coming this October. Looks dope. I'm sold. We can play with this as a group. This looks fun. Something simple, something like we can all just turn this on, be in a group chat, and have fun dying and fighting together. I'm sold. What do you guys think?
It's really fun to me. Didn't blow my mind per se, but like, yeah, I definitely will try it out if it has like a nice little price drop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm with you, Kevin. I'm excited about this one. Yeah, I think the art style is the first thing that grabbed me. Looks really similar to, like Diablo, Path of the Exile type of camera angle on it. And the combat looks really fun. I'm in on this one. Yeah, it's looking like like a day one for me. And I'm a fan of Ori. So to see what this team is doing
Oh yeah.
now is really cool. And yeah, I'm rooting for them. It looked really good to me.
Mm-hmm. Then after that, we got Onimusha Way of the Sword. That had another story trailer releasing September 25th, along with a demo that's available today. So I'm going to try to maybe squeeze in a bit of that tonight. But looks really good. I know Onimusha is like the samurai Resident Evil. I did not grow up with Onimusha. I've always heard a lot of my old head gamer friends really praise them. So I am excited to finally get into the series for the first time. Kai, what do you think?
It looks really cool. I'm excited to see this, but I feel like I don't need to see any more gameplay of the game. Just kind of give me more definitive details on it. Like, I just feel like we keep seeing the same only Capcom games over and over again.
Yeah. Brent, what you think?
Kai's like you were reading my mind. Yeah, I don't need to see any more of this game. I've seen all the trailers. They're starting to look, similar. But I'm not taking points off of this because they dropped a demo. So that's a really big one, like you said,
Yeah.
Kevin.
That's true.
So now we can jump in and at least get to try it. So I'm not mad at that, in which I will be trying this one.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, from moving from Capcom to Konami, Silent Hill Townfall. That had a new story and gameplay trailer. That's dropping September 24th. Looks great. Black protagonist. We are in a. I said to Kai, this might be the RE7 to where Silent Hill F might be more of the RE4 style horror. So this one maybe it's going to be locked first person. I'm assuming, which would be definitely new for the franchise. I'm interested in it. I'm definitely going to, at least if I'm not going to play it, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch somebody play it. I gotta support this one. Brent, let's go with you.
Silent Hill 2 is one of my favorite games ever. It could literally, depending on what day you ask me, I could probably tell you it's my favorite game ever. Love that game. And the remake just blew my mind even more. So, and then Silent Hill F. Oh my gosh, did I platinum it? I think I might have platinumed it. I loved that game.
Hmm.
Played it front to back, got all the endings. It's just an incredible continuation of the Silent Hill franchise. And so seeing this one, seeing a black protagonist, seeing his first person now, I'm really excited about the options or the opportunities that this could present. Like it looks really cool. I'm definitely getting it day one, no matter what the reviews, no matter what people say. I gotta try this one. But I must say, I mean, even being the big super fan I am and rooting for it the way I am, the trailer didn't blow my mind. Not one
Yeah.
trailer has blown my mind yet. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm looking like the monsters aren't really scary to me. You know,
Yeah.
he's kind of walking around kind of slowly and moving slow. Like I know I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Ill is a game we're going to talk about real soon that they showed.
Hmm.
That is what I was looking like. Oh, I wish this was a Silent Hill. I ain't gonna lie, but let me come back. This one, maybe they're holding back in the trailer because they got some special stuff to show us in the game. So that's what I'm really hoping. But this one, I'm getting day one, and I'm super excited for it. But the trailer is not really blowing my mind.
Hmm. Kai, anything to say?
Honestly, not too much. I thought it looked cool, but like, I'm not too well versed on the Silent Hill lore myself, honestly. So like, I'm willing to see when the game drops, but like, I'm not gonna be rushing towards this one, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. All right, so after that, Ace Combat 8, Wings of Deed coming from Bandai Namco. That's coming out October 2nd. If the pre-order bonus, if you pre-order that game, you're going to get Ace Combat 0, the Belkin War. So for the Ace Combat fans, great for you. It looks cool. Actually giving it a campaign makes it look more interesting. I'm interested in that kind of Top Gunny, kind of like Loki, kind of like a Call of Duty campaign type of story. Could be kind of
Mhm.
cool. I'll very at least at the very least watch cutscenes on YouTube or watch a review, read a review before I consider buying it. After that, we got Saber Interactive with a new maybe a racing game, maybe a fun creative stunt box sandbox type of game. Stuntman Hollywood, that's game coming out. I'm sorry, that is a game coming out. And with that, we have seen so far Knight Rider, well, with their vehicle kit and the DeLorean show up. So could be really cool. He looks like you're just doing a bunch of stunt missions for like GTA, which could also be a fun game if it's priced right. What do you
Mm.
guys think? Anything really to say on that one?
It looks like a game from 20 years ago, like in concept. So like, it doesn't do anything for me. I feel like it could be fun though, but like, I just kind of feel like
Mm,
it's just unless this game drops like a cheaper price, I don't see the most people paying for 70 for this.
that's fair.
Kai, you ain't lying. And I remember these games growing up. Actually, there were stuntman games. I don't know if you guys recall them.
Mm.
For me growing up, I don't even remember what gen it was, but they've done these stuntman games before. And Kyle, exactly what you said. I don't see how nobody will pay 70 or 60 today to do like simulated stuntman missions. I mean,
But in a
Hmm.
world where
I
we
don't want
have
to.
in a world of Power Wash Simulator and Fishing Simulator and Truck Driver Simulator, Stuntman
Yeah,
Simulator, if you can make the actual gaps worth it, maybe might
mhm.
find an audience.
You know what? And you're right. So that's why I won't crap on somebody's parade too much. But it's not for me. That's all.
All right, so after that, Munfish Interactive and Team Clout showed off Ill, a brand new horror game coming 2027. Like Brent said, that game looked crazy, really violent, really over the top. The monsters looked awesome. I don't really play horror games like that, but that might make me buy that one. That looked really sick. Brent, you seem very excited to talk about that one. I'll let you go.
Ooh, I can't wait. This is a must play for me, a day one for sure. Just like Brent completely just calling my name. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be survival horror. I don't know if I get that from it. It may be more like an action horror, like a
Like a Dead
RE4 or
Space,
something.
maybe.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe like a Dead Space. But
Well, quicker Dead Space, maybe, yeah. Like RE4.
the yeah, oh, okay, yeah, the gore and the violence. I saw somebody grab a baby, I was like an infant, and stuck a knife through it. I was just like,
Yeah,
what the
like,
hell?
whoa.
I was seeing stuff in here that I've never seen before, like crazy stuff. And
Mm.
I don't know, I like gore and stuff. That's not like what really gets me excited, but the way they presented it looked like it's going to be insane and really scary. So, yeah, day one for me. This is one of my favorites of the showcase, in my opinion, too. So I'm really excited for this one.
A horror game you can fight back. What a novel idea. Like, you know what I mean? After that, we got some more content for. Sorry, before that, we got Control Resonant. That got a new trailer with a new character. You will be much more versed in this. I did not play Control, but this does look good. That is releasing September 24th. Bryn, what do you think about that?
And see, this is another one of them games, 24th, 25th in September, but
Release date, release date,
another,
release date.
my pockets are just going to be on life support at this point because between this, Townfall, the Silent Hill comes out the next day on the 25th, and
Yep.
then Wolverine is on the 15th. I don't know how I'm going to do this,
And
but
then
I
GTA is
got
like a month later.
my goodness, yeah. But I loved Control. Remedy is probably tied as my favorite game studio right now with uh I want to say Kojima, probably. But anyway, I love Remedy. And so whatever they're dropping, I'm getting. I'm just being honest. And so, and Control was incredible. And this combat looks crazy. The graphics look beautiful. Um, the story looks like it's going to be more Remedy craziness, which I cannot wait for. The new protagonist, his motivations in this game are really cool, especially knowing what happened in the first game. So yeah, this is not to drag it out, but this is another day one purchase for me, and I cannot wait again.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this is another one where I don't know much about the IP itself, but like a good game looks like a good game, and that game was awesome.
Yeah,
It's about time I might be check out Control one day.
for real.
Oh, please do. Yeah, please do.
And all right, after that, Marathon got a new trailer for season 2 Nightfall. Moving on. We then got to the PS Plus editions coming fall 2026. We got RuneScape Dragon Wilds, another really good looking Western RPG. Co op with your friends. I think up to 3 players or 4 players specifically. Looks really good, set in the RuneScape world. I am a kid who grew up playing way too much RuneScape as a child, so any way to go back into that world will make me kind of happy again. I gotta play it just for the nostalgia's sake, for the child Kevin here. Kyle, what do you
Yeah.
think?
As another kid who also grew up playing RuneScape, what a great game! What a great. Like, that's why it's still back with RuneScape Classic right now. Hey, once again, we are a trio. This game looks really good. I can't wait to check out this game.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, this will actually be my first RuneScape, but it looked dope to me, and I'm jumping in. Yeah, I'm gonna play. I was looking at this like, oh, I'm playing this, no question. Yeah, so
Mhm.
that's right up my alley. I love RPGs, which you guys know. So yeah.
Mhm. And then after that, we got Gitaru Man coming in June, Psyops, The Mind Gate Conspiracy, and Onimusha Dawn of Dreams coming in June, July, and August for PS Plus Classics. Hey, for the people who are interested in rhythm games, you got something. People who want that old classic shooter, like that old PS2 shooter, you're getting that. And if you are interested in the new Onimusha, why not brush it up on that one? Not my biggest picks, not my favorite picks. Like, we're not coming from like Soul Calibur 3 and Tekken 5 and stuff like that. But you know
Mhm.
what? Hey, it's something for everybody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. We already had our fun. It's someone else's turn now.
Yep. Someone nostalgia that can get pandered to. After that, Fire Sprite Studio announced a sequel to Until Dawn, and that looked so cool. They're on a remote
Mhm.
island. I think they said Japan, an island out there, and the cast looks great. If you're a fan of Baldur's Gate, Astarion's going to be in the game as a character. His voice actor's in it. I'm sold. I love the original Until Dawn. I remember playing that one with my friends and being terrified not to shake that controller when they told me to hold still. Really good. Really
Mhm.
interested in that. Kyle, what did you think?
Oh man, I loved the original Until Dawn. It was the first game I feel like in a long time where Me, Kevin, my cousin Brent, who's with us currently, and then our rest of our cousins all got together to pass the controller around and kind of see who's gonna make it, who's gonna not. And I waited a very, very long time for this. The remaster was not up to par, so this one should deliver, in my opinion. So I'm very excited to see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I famously never finished it though, because we got together and we did
Oh
play a little
yeah.
bit of it, and that's all they play. That's the only experience I have playing left. I mean, Until Dawn. So uh, I think I may have to pick up that remaster, Kai, if it's on sale, and see if we can finish it together. But
I'm
anyway,
down.
yeah, this one, I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not a day one for me. It's probably one I won't buy. It's probably one I will just end up playing with a group with the friends with you guys. But I'm excited to see it though. I'm excited to see how the story goes. The characters do look fun as well.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we then got 20 minutes of the brand new God of War Laufey. No release date. It is going to be Kratos' wife. The minute she dies, Faye, and she's going to be right in the afterlife with gods. And we have heard rumors for like what, at least a year or two now. Oh, the next God of War is going to be set in Asia. The next God of War is going to be set in Egypt. They said no, you're getting both. So I'm assuming this is going to set up for the next God of War. This makes me immediately need to finish Ragnarok and get Ragnarok. Faye looks completely different. I was saying to Kai, I'm like, ooh, how are we going to get a God of War without Kratos? And they said, hey, you're going to be just fine. Because this looks more like Devil May Cry than Kratos. They're going like,
More
if you're
akin to
going
the
to,
original God of War.
yeah, if you're going to make something different, hey, give us something different. She's not going to play anything like Kratos, so this might could be a shorter experience. It could be a longer experience. We don't know where it's going to go. I'm assuming this is going to lead us to the next God of War game proper. I'm really excited. Brent, what do you think?
Oh man, and Kevin, you said to the next God of War game proper, like this is the God of War game proper, and I
Yeah.
love how
Oh,
they're
that's
doing it. Like that this is not some expansion. This isn't some short like
Miles
Marvel
Morales.
Spider-Man Miles Morales experience, right? This is a full next game in the God of War franchise, and I'm excited. Once the God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, some of my
Mhm.
favorite games as well that I've ever played. Um, so getting this story and seeing how they started from the point where they're burying or they didn't bury did they
They
burned
burned her.
Frey, I believe. Yeah, they burned her, right. So starting from that moment and going from the start menu all the way through
There,
20 minutes of the gameplay, the whole time my eyes were glued to the screen, my mouth was open wide, no lies. I was
mhm.
amazed, you guys. This shit was incredible to me. I was initially hearing it, I was like, am I ready for another God of War? I know it's not coming out in 2026, but I was like, Ragnarok was so amazing. I'm still like kind of good with that. But seeing this, no, I'm ready. This mess could come out tomorrow, and I'm giving you my $70 to get this because it looks incredible. Faye looks incredible, I must say. Her design was
Mhm.
great. She looks so strong and badass, fighting these creatures that the designs are so creative.
Yes.
The big red Chinese, I
Like
guess.
Oni looking thing. I guess I don't know what type of
Yeah,
monster. Like I think he's Chinese mythology, so I don't want to call him an Oni, but he was freaking awesome looking.
with the fire hair, and then his companion came with the blue woman, and
I
she
believe
got
they
off
said she
and
was
rode off.
Sekhmet. I believe she was Sekhmet in Egypt,
Oh,
Egyptian lore. I think that's the god of the dead. I had to
Wow,
look
new
that up
policy.
again, but I'm pretty sure it was
and
Sekhmet.
and then she said the name of some other uh, Greek or some type of mythology character.
Yep.
And I was watching some other people talk about it, and they were saying that was like the Roman, the Greek god of war or something. Y'all, I'm getting all
Mhm.
confused now. But the bottom line is, this looked incredible. The violence, the action, the attention to detail is all there that you would expect from a God of War game. And to the clowns out there who's saying they don't, it's not God of War if it's not Kratos, or they don't want to see Faye because she's a woman. Screw you. I don't care. This game looks amazing. I'm going to be playing the hell out of this thing. And then the cube with the sword. And oh, I can't forget that. She grabs the
Yep.
sword out of this gelatin cube and some guy who's in the game with her is like, "You don't know about that sword. There's more
Yep.
to it than you think." So then now it got my mind racing about what could it be with this sword? Who does that sword belong to? I am ready for this game. Corey Barlog, look like you have another hit. I'm excited.
Yes. Also, the name of that cube is going to be Frank, and he is voiced by Jack Quaid. He is Huey in The Boys, Superman, and My Adventures of Superman. He will be the main character in the upcoming Max Payne movie. So really
Hmm.
kind of cool to see him keeping it in that type of like games industry type of stuff. So really cool to see him in the God of War franchise. Anything on you, Kai?
Yes. Last time I probably was on here, last time we were on here, probably as a group, I talked about how we need like a Heavenly Sword style game to come back, Girl with Sword, and that genre is sorely missed right now. And guess what we got? Girl with Sword, but
Heavenly
with a
Sword.
more in universe tie-in, and it means a lot more than just giving and bringing back Heavenly Sword or something like that. So hey, I need to get back. I was a diehard God of War fan of the original trilogy. Maybe it's time for me to sit down and finally play the new one. I'm very excited to see
Mm-hmm.
where this goes. So shout out to it. I think that God of War is an IP that can exist outside of Kratos because the pantheon of guys that you can work with can be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to open your mind and try something different. Like eventually, those who deny Faye would possibly deny an Atreus game, and I feel like that's just bad for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, overall, really good. Like you guys said. So I double checked. Yes, Sekhmet is the God of War in Egypt. So that's going to be interesting to see right there. Starting to wrap up, guys. Any final thoughts?
Yes. Koei Tecmo, hear me and hear me well. Remaster Samurai Warriors 1 and 2 the same way you're doing Dynasty Warriors 3. All right, god damn it, I'm not playing. So
This, yeah, after going through all these games, you guys, I've raised my rating to a 9. Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin. This show was a 9. This thing was a blast. Yeah, this incredible. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, my biggest thing was, hey guys, where are your games? We have been saying you guys have canceled like 7, 6 live service games. What have y'all been doing? Where are the games at? And they said September and October, baby. We got fall. Fall is going to be stacked. All of
I forgot
2027.
one thing. I'm so
Sure.
sorry. We had to say this too. Where the hell is Intergalactic? It's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
What is Naughty Dog doing?
No Naughty Dog.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
Again.
yeah.
No
That
Naughty
is one I
Dog.
was
Sorry.
I was expecting to see. Yeah.
I also want to
Yeah,
throw
that's the
in
one thing I gotta say. No Intergalactic is crazy. What are they doing over there?
they had a whole game canceled, so who knows? We also did
Oh,
not
oh,
get any from I was kind of expecting maybe a Ghost of Yoite expansion at some point.
oh,
Yeah, that's
oh
actually kind
yeah.
of surprising
That could
too.
have been something here.
But
Maybe next season.
uh, and maybe Kevin, but don't forget too, Intergalactic. Let me shoot him a little bail. There's still Summer Games Fest to go, and you remember, I think that was announced at the Game Awards. So maybe they're doing stuff with Keeley. Maybe,
Yeah. But
maybe.
hey, the Summer Game Award is coming up this week. We're going to be trying to stay as much on top of this news as we can. But stay tuned to SuperKamiKevin, guys. It's been a blast talking about this, and we will be with you guys for the next reveal and the next one. So always stay tuned. Thank you for checking out Kami's house, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Yes, peace, my brothers and my sisters.